And we are live. Y'all know what it is. Attitude Era Podcast. Y'all know who that is right there. Your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. He can't be your favorite wrestler if they don't got a picture with him. This is the man, the myth, the legend, Gamage in the building. The only Gamage. You know what I mean? Your favorite wrestler's favorite podcaster. And y'all know what it is. The undisputed podcast champion of the world. No intro needed, right? But yeah, we got some stuff we got to speak about. Um, Raw. I'm not gonna go good, the bad, the ugly. You know what I mean? But you know, John Cena leaves this week. Like he ain't coming back after Saturday. Did you
Uh,
expect?
like, how do I?
Once they
Even
cut
if
his promo.
even if
Uh,
Cena did make an appearance on this show, I don't know how you properly promote the hype for this matchup anyway. At this point, I don't even think Cena could have done anything.
I think you might be right in that aspect, and maybe I'm thinking about this from different type of bookings, right? We've seen a lot of wrestlers go. I know. Listen, I get it. The marketing is John Cena is the GOAT. No one will ever be able to convince me in my two eyes of what I've seen in wrestling since I started watching wrestling in 1986. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna be able to convince me. You can say he's the top five. I'm not gonna argue with that. If you say he's the GOAT, I'm just gonna kind of like, yeah. But he definitely deserves a special place though. I'm just not sure because errors and stuff. But Vinny, what up? Salute to you, good brother. But I will say this: if I'm looking at it from that perspective, you're right. Maybe there is nothing else you could do. Like the hype is the hype. You know what I mean? The hype is the hype. The hype is this John Cena's final match. But I I don't know if the Gunther promo didn't do nothing for me. The only thing about Gunther is like I need Gunther more enthralled into talking about you're not retiring John Cena. I'm retiring you. There's a big difference. You know, um, I think they should have started Gunther's warpath earlier. You know what I mean? Like maybe they weren't sure about who was going to be the final guy, but once maybe if they would have knew maybe in August, right? Like, yo, we're gonna go with Gunther. You got to have Gunther going to warpath, submitting people, tapping people, and I only bring that up. Do you remember when Ric Flair retired from WWE?
Yeah,
His thing was, if I lose one more match, I'm gone.
that's it. Yeah,
Yeah, and Shawn Michaels was the guy who did it at WrestleMania, right? It should have been like the opposite for Gunther. Like Gunther's on a crazy win streak. Like I'm not gonna say like Goldberg, like he's 173, and now he's going to see John Cena. But it could have been like, yo, he's put the last he hasn't lost since July. He's put he's hospitalized 4 or 5 wrestlers. He's you know what I'm saying, he's injured. You know what I'm saying? Like you're giving this stat list and you're like John Cena. So the kayfabe about it is John Cena goes out bad. Not squashed, but like hurt. Like
yeah.
John Cena's last match, he put. I would even say you should draw blood on John Cena. I would randomly say we got to draw blood on John Cena. We got to make people go. Oh, if you could take the under, which would be more shocking, the Undertaker, which lost his streak at WrestleMania, or John Cena being beaten to a bloody mess, and old superstar, new superstars try to go at Gunther, and Gunther like ruins it. Like the last time we saw John Cena, it was bad. Which would be more shock value for you?
I don't I don't think there's gonna be a bigger shock value than take your streak.
Okay, okay, fair. Okay, it's
I
legit.
just
Taker Streak was legit.
no, it was, but and the thing with Gunther also is to be fair, he was injured. that was why there was a lot of time when he wasn't active.
Right. Right.
But you could just tell this just was not planned out well at all, and it's unfortunate.
I agree. I think if Vince McMahon has this thing planned, whether yo global gang, bro.
Man, Vinny, when that streak ended, I've seen a bunch of grown men
I
cry.
ain't saying. Yeah. Yeah. I want to see that though with John Cena. You've already given a terrible retirement tour. And not any fault of John Cena. Maybe it's I mean not maybe. It's just not it just wasn't good. It had its moments. It started Randy Orton, AJ Styles, CM Punk. He had some fire matches out the gate. Classic things that we wanted to see. He beat Cody Rhodes for the world title. It started, you know, some rapper was involved, some Hollywood guy was involved.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
Yeah, but it started in a way where, it kind of worked. It kind of worked. And I think right now you just got to pull out like, yo, John Cena leaves Saturday Night Main Event a bloody mess. A bloody mess that does you stone cold him. John Cena's thing is never give up. I'm gonna submit you. You got to draw blood on him and zoom that camera in, and John does not give up. Gunther won't break the hold, and some people got to come out the back, and that's where you can have stars come out to try to like. So Gunther takes the victory. John doesn't give up. They wake John up. John's like, I want bring him back, bring him back. They street fight throughout the evening. You know, John Cena go out on the shield because you messed the tour up. I'll take it.
Yeah, might as well have him. What was it? Just pass out, not even submit.
Not even submit. This is Mister Never Give Up. He doesn't give up. So do not let him give up in on his final match.
And they've
And Gunther
already
just
see they already teased it. That's the problem because they already put seen his stats mentioning he's only tapped out. I think like 5 times in his career by 3 or 4 different people. So that's already a red flag.
never give up. Never give up. You can't highlight that. You got to say like John Cena has never. You can't even say tapped out. You got to be like John Cena has never submitted in the last 5 years, right? But you think about it like first of all, John Cena didn't even wrestle for like 2 of those. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it doesn't matter. That long time puts damn 5 years. Casual fans like yo, John Cena ain't give up in like been there half a decade and over. And then you start saying no. Let me ask you: if I owe you $250, right? Which sounds more? Which sounds more? Yo, where my 250 or that motherfucker owes me a quarter grand.
He owes me a quarter grand.
You see what I'm saying? So it's like John Cena hasn't given up in over half a decade. One, he barely wrestled in a half a decade. Two, you're mentioning the word decade, so it just puts this long time in people's head
Yeah,
immediately. So I, yeah, don't highlight and tell us the man that says never give up gave up by. Don't tell us that. You know, that's the same people that said Stephanie Vicure is the first double champion in NXT, and then people are clearly posting pictures of people who aren't with the company that were double champs, and we're just gonna rewrite history and act like nobody knows. You do it all the time, you know. The Usos are the first brothers to fight at a WrestleMania, bro. You completely forgot WrestleMania 10, Bret Hart versus Owen. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You even gave us Taker versus Kane and kayfabe. That was brother versus brother. So
And they gave us Matt and Jeff.
and we got mad, you know what I'm saying? So whenever people aren't with the company, they always seem to forget. So half a decade, John Cena has never given up in over more than half a decade, and it's just not in his bio. The most resilient, you know what I'm saying? You know how they announce. Joe Tessitore say all that crazy shit you say. Um, but I wasn't impressed by Gunther's promo tonight. I almost think you shouldn't have did it and just had Gunther in the back like beating somebody up, like bring. Remember how Thor came to Wakanda? You know what I'm saying? He was like, bring me Cena, like, bring
Thanos.
me
Yeah.
Cena. You know what I'm saying? Like, bring, and he just beating somebody down. Someone about to have a match. Boom. Make up a fake match. say there was supposed to be an Intercontinental title match tonight, and because of Gunther's actions, that match isn't happening. But we can't suspend him because he earned the right to face John Cena. So we can't suspend him. Like he won that tournament. We can't. We're stuck. Gunther's getting kicked out tonight. Gunther beats somebody else down. Bring me Cena. It's gonna look bad for Cena. You know, that's what I would do because, you know, you know.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's what I would have
this
done.
had
But then the problem with that is you already promoted Cena's final Raw match, so you already took the illusion away.
you're right. You're right. You're right. I mean, damn. Um, we're Burton. I love late '80s wrestling. I love all wrestling. Um, I think you're right. I think the John Cena thing. We'll see this Saturday. I think one thing. I'm not going to be emotional about it. I'd be more emotional with Shawn Michaels' last match if he never even came back for that Riyadh. You remember
Uh,
that shit was bad.
that match ain't happened to me. I'm gonna keep it that
Yeah,
way.
we gonna act like that didn't happen. But like, there's a lot of goats that like Stone Cold having the last. Like, I don't really see. I think WWE was smart for marketing this, but they should have really put more time and effort into what we want to do, how we want to do it, who these matches are going to be with, and can we do? John, you said you wanted to do 220. WWE said like 30. Okay, how about we do 30 matches, or how about we get like we need to know what's matches and what's appearances because I could give you appearances and I can give you a tag match or I can give you a dark match. Give these people John Cena dark matches at some of these events, and people will, whatever. Hey man, I don't work there. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
am what I am. I am what I am. Can I ask you a question? Anything else on John Cena? You know what I'm saying, or Gunther?
No, honestly, no. I mean, at this point, it just feels like. I mean, I think it's been talked about already. Gunther's looking like the new Legend Killer.
Yeah, I, he doesn't have the personality of a Randy, but it can work. It can still work. It can work better even too because the way Gunther is that throwback style character, like you were unhinged. I'm very hinged. I know what I'm doing. I don't have to hear voices in my head. You know what I mean? To knock the voice out of yours. Like
Mm.
I'm what I do is different. You know, so I don't need Randy's personality on Gunther, but I do need Gunther. They they should just never had him tap to Jay Uso. They
Yeah,
should have just never had him tap to Jay Uso. I mean, that's that is what it is. And maybe no one's bringing it up because people, but that's one of the things I remember. Like he could have lost, but tap not in Gunther's prom like pedigree.
no, and that's the worst. And that's one of the worst ways you can lose, if not the worst way.
Yeah, I don't know. They could have did something else. But I do say this: Saturday night. What's your prediction? Does Gunther walk out? Is there going to be a clean win for somebody? And what is your stance on how things going to go Saturday?
I uh, I don't know if it's gonna be a clean win, but as long as Cena, I guess, doesn't tap, that's honestly gonna be the most shocking if Cena taps out.
I agree with you. I don't even want to see that. I feel like they would have just called that on the fly, trying to shock people. But I don't want to see. I don't want to see that. Not Peacemaker. Not Peacemaker. You got the WB up for grabs right now. We can't have Peacemaker tapping out. That'd be crazy.
I think if Cena taps out, I think he just wants to get up out of there. Like he's like I'm done.
Yo, you think the Montreal screw job would work? Or does like we shouldn't even do that to John in his last match because they damn sure did that shit to Brett.
I don't I don't know if that's gonna work. Like who would you even have involved in that screw job?
Yeah. You know, I don't know. I don't think you can do it when you say it like that because Cena's leaving, but
Yeah,
he's not leaving for another company. He's leaving like I'm just done. I'm good. Um, The Rock maybe. I just think that this Saturday night. I look forward to it, but at the same time, I'll be happy when it's over. I'll be happy when it's over. So we can get back to our regular scheduled programming, um, and we can just do what we got to do. But if John Cena taps, I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break from wrestling for a little bit.
I'm gonna. You know, let me say this: if it's true that Cena's opening the show with his match, if that's true, because you know they can change it. If
Yeah,
that
they
actually
should.
happens, then I will not be surprised if he taps out. That is the ultimate sign of I'm done. I want to go.
Well, he'll
If he
ruin the show. If
opens,
they do that, you'll suck the air out the show.
yeah.
That would be the only problem I would have with it. But um, it just would be bad. It would just be bad. I hope that's not the case. But I do think John will go on first. I don't think he wants to get Goldberged, and I think that'll be that. Was good.
What up, man?
And he would piss me off too. But at this point I gotta be prepared. I feel like Raw could have been turned up 1,000 times more. I think
My
it's low
stream
key because he
froze
knows
in the
that match.
middle. All I remember was it froze. All I saw was Becky and Lyra, and my stream cut out, and that was it. So I don't know what happened.
You got a bad Netflix, brother.
That's
You need to
all
go see those
good.
people. You need to go see those people. Nah, it's just real
I saw the
relaxed, real
Masked
reserved.
Man and whatever. I don't know.
So let's talk about that. This masked man. Are we gonna drag this out? What the?
See, I don't know what's happening. I don't know.
That might have been me because I'm touching my keyboard, but I didn't think I hit nothing. But I'm just gonna
Yeah, they're
back
gonna
away
drag it
slowly.
out and ruin it.
So I don't think anyone's really talking about the masked man anymore. Like it happened, cool. I don't think you needed to reveal him right away, but it seems like it lost a little something in what I'm saying? Like it got lost in translation almost. Like, okay, you got a masked man. Okay. We know it's not Seth Rollins week after week doing this.
Look,
So
they can't. I'm at the point where in a month from now they could reveal it, and it could be Joe Hendry, and I'm not gonna care or be surprised.
it's John Cena.
That would be fire. That would be fire if it is John Cena, and he's not wrestling as John Cena no more. Got a new name.
That's the only thing, brother. That would
That's too creative for WWE. I don't even.
nah, Vinny, you said it too. Just reveal him. Like, there's so much going on. Braun Breaker's going for world titles. Cool. Seth Rollins is injured. You got this one guy going out. Logan Paul looks like he doesn't fit into the vision. Uh Bronson Reed beating the brakes out of people. He's doing his job tonight. Well, maybe Logan Paul was doing his job tonight because I ain't gonna lie.
I like Logan.
Yeah, Logan Paul didn't have a bad match. It's just, maybe his social media presence just irritates my skin. You know, but yeah, they put the beats on
On LA
LA
Knight.
Knight
LA
tonight.
Knight, yeah, I saw the clip, but I just think the majority of fans are like just ready for this week to be over.
What if it's Jinder Mahal is crazy?
The Maharaja. Because I saw the AJ Styles match and I said, you know what? This is what John Cena should have been doing.
Yeah, would have been nice.
Mhm.
Just wrestling and having fun. Because AJ looked like he just having a blast. You know what I'm saying? They didn't make it a focal point. Like I said, once they gave us the dates and how many days and this, and that, that was like
Too much
they.
pressure.
And I
Too
think
much
John's
pressure.
ready for this week to be over too. So
Yeah.
Yeah, and it sucks too because it's like once it's over, it's like
I'll ask him when I see him in January at Fan Expo, New Orleans, because he's gonna be there and I'm gonna be there. So,
I mean,
I think.
if I'm
Go
gonna speculate, I think part of it for Cena also maybe because it's not in Boston anymore, because that was technically the planned. location for him, maybe that took away some momentum from him too. Like my last
And
match is gonna be
DC
in
is
my
cool,
crib.
but like I was a big fan of the what's it called? The show for the troops.
Oh
The military, with the
yeah,
USO and shit.
support the troops.
What's it?
Yeah,
They
I
had a
forgot what it's called.
name. Damn. Yeah. Tribute to the troops.
Oh yeah, tribute to troops.
I thought that was a dope show, and with Cena's involvement, that would have been cool to tie in, but it should have been in Boston. Like I think Cena didn't really have a lot of say so in this, and he's just ready for it to be over.
No,
Well, funny you say that. Remember, his articles came out talking about. And I don't know if they're all true or not, whatever. But it did say they were looking for a bidder, and basically Boston couldn't put up the bread or did not want to in regard to what the WWE was asking to
They could have
host.
cut that check.
yeah,
I think Boston didn't. Boston probably watched that whole Rock Travis Scott and was like, "Nah."
They could have used some of Roman Reigns' PTO. He got $7 million worth of PTO. So
Hot take. I think John Cena was a great heel this year. I blame Vince for not doing it in 2012.
that ain't no hot take. Hot take.
I'll say this: John Cena did what he was supposed to do. People hated him. That black, all black. Remember, he just that fat kid in the crowd. He was like, I don't want to call him fat. I'm sorry. But the husky kid, and he was like, because of that kid right there. That's what a heel does. Just like Paul Heyman pushed that kid out the way. They got by security. Get that little motherfucker out of here.
I think he was
He,
protecting Logan Paul. That's what that was.
hey, he could have been. You're right. I mean, but Paul Heyman showed no remorse.
Yeah,
He
if
was,
Logan wasn't there, I think it would have been cool. But I think he was really protecting Logan Paul.
hey, all
Here's
I
the thing
saw
about
when that
John
happened.
Cena, and we've all know this. John Cena doesn't say no. So whatever they give him, he's gonna go with. And
Who said John Cena don't say no? Because there's a bunch of wrestlers that's like John Cena said no.
I'm talking about to the company, what the company offers him. That's a known thing. John Cena doesn't say no. He goes with it. He makes it happen.
I'll say this: I'll go back to Paul Heyman. All I thought of was Paul Heyman reminded me of that dude from Coming to America in the beginning. It was like, get this kid out of here. I told you kids are bad luck. Now give me them dice. I love Paul Heyman's character. Tonight, I thought Paul Heyman did a great job. I honestly think John Cena's last opponent should have been a Paul Heyman guy because we'd have got a great promo when John's not there, and there's a good selection to choose from. Maybe Brock Lesnar's return should have been saved for
It just don't
that.
feel special, bro. It doesn't feel special. It's like
I mean it don't. But here's the other thing too. The whole theme of the time is now tournament. He said in the tournament, I want someone who had to have the similar opportunity I had when I started. So with that quote, you technically want to give a newcomer that opportunity. Gunther's not
Technically,
new.
that's what it sounds like.
You had a bunch of veterans in there. Should have you might as well should have put someone from NXT in that tournament or made it an NXT tournament.
They did. They just didn't do it right because Javion Evans faced Gunther. He was the only NXT guy, I think. There was no Ron, no R Truth in the tournament. Miz was in there twice, technically. Um, they brought in Zack Ryder, and they brought in who else did they bring in?
not a new name mentioned yet.
Yeah.
The only people I could think, and then Obafemi's fighting on Saturday Night Main Event. Obafemi should have been in the tournament, and Obafemi should have won.
A lot of
Obafemi
people
could.
don't know who Obafemi is, and that's what I'm starting to see.
I agree with you.
Yeah, I was
However,
gonna say something
comma
about that too, but go ahead.
that whole "This is my kingdom, I am the ruler." That's a perfect way to launch a man into superstardom. By taking out John Cena, I am the ruler. You play the NXT stuff for him. Like, who the fuck is this big ass dude who swats people off the ring like April? You know what I mean? Like, or
They
or
won't do
or
that.
Javon Evans.
We know why.
Hey, and that sucks because I would. All I know is
How long did
Obafemi
it
takes
take
on
Kofi?
Cody
Here's
Rhodes.
the thing. This is the bad part about what you say. We know there's been a lack of. I don't make it. I don't like to make things racial, but numbers are numbers. It took Kofi and Mark Henry how long?
Mark Henry, 15 years.
Mark Henry said that himself recently. It's going to take Javon Evans 15 years. That's what Mark Henry said recently. So it's not just a thing. It's kind of something that's been implanted in people's minds.
You're 100% correct. You'll hear no argument from me, brother. I
So
hate
that's
that,
the bad.
but
And I
that's the
hate how
truth.
they're labeling Javon Evans. Javon Evans is wrestling the lucha style. And I mean, if you want to have him wrestle lucha style, he could have been facing Dom for that title and they would have cooked. But he's elevating, he's being elevated elsewhere but main roster. And that's what I don't like.
I don't know what they're doing with him now that you say it because I thought by putting him in the last time is now tournament, they've spent some time with him. Remember, Randy went down there to see him. They brought him up for the last time, so it's like the WWE is they're on to him. But where the is Ethan
They
Page?
got a lot of talent that they're just holding back right now.
Yeah.
Oba, Ethan, Javon. It's a. Chase U should have been called up a year ago. Like whatever happened to them? You know, it's a lot of
Rich Holland
talent.
got released. They did,
Even with
yeah. It's
even the women's female the women's superstars. There's a lot of talent in NXT. We know we championed NXT all the time. So that women's division is the best in wrestling. We when we used to cover NXT, Tuesdays was our favorite night.
yeah, it was.
It's for
Yeah.
some reason they're just not elevating the new stars, and we just getting a lot of like we stuck in a loop.
Speaking of loops, and I hate to be jumping around, but it is what it is. Saturday night main event. We saw it tonight. Sol Ruka was in attendance. To I don't know why, because Bailey didn't have a match, but Bailey was out there for our Lyra's match, and they did the little not like a face off, but like there's Sol Ruka in attendance, one of the hottest, and it's like why has she not been called up? She is the
She's hurt.
athletic. She's
I think
Charlotte
she's hurt
Flair
right now, ain't
2.0.
she?
No, she
No,
wrestles this Saturday
she's
on
healed
the
now.
Saturday main event.
Oh, I thought she was
She
injured.
good.
No,
That girl
she
good.
was part of the NXT PLE in the Women's
Yeah,
Survivor match.
yeah, she good. And
So
again,
Ruka is she's gonna be a victim of circumstance. She's going to be the soul snatcher, and that's it. That's all people gonna want to see.
that's horrible, but it
That's
is what it
that's the
is.
WWE now. Is what's that thing you do? Do that thing, not the things, but do that one thing you do, and that's all we need for you from tonight.
Let me ask you a question then. For people that break that, and I say break that because there's two names that are starting to come up. One has been around forever, and you've been hearing it for years. The other, the crowd is starting to get over organic, and they do more than just other thing. One, LA Knight. We all know it. We've all been seeing it. The other is Carmelo Hayes. Friday night, they were chanting his name. Carl, I can't even do the chant. It was let's go Mellow.
Yeah.
Like people want to see him, and they don't have like I mean LA Knight kind of does, but LA Knight does a plethora of things.
After
He
Daniel Bryan, after rest in peace Bray Wyatt, after Zack Ryder, even after our truth, like most recently, the WWE, well, TKO won't allow that. That's not their thing, bro. Triple H, we heard them cheering. Who they were cheering for?
shit was it Brock? No, it
No,
wasn't Brock.
they were cheering for. I think it might have been LA Knight. He's like, "You want Brock Lesnar? You're getting Brock
Yeah,
Lesnar."
he like completely different.
These people literally
Yeah,
said. So it's what they're going to give us. What they want to give us is no more getting over organic. Because if that was the case, LA Knight would have been a champion by now. Karrion Cross would have been a champion. Drew McIntyre would have been a champion. Like that organic getting over, like I say, how the Yes movement was organic. What Zack Ryder did was organic. You know, that stuff, that's done.
under the
Do
Vince
that
McMahon
one
regime,
thing you do and do it. Sell the t-shirts. I say it all the time. They've said it. Superstar visibility, the viral moment, merch, storylines. That's what's important. Then the family show, then wrestling. This is the sixth thing. Wrestling should be top of the list, but it's 5, 6 on the list. That's from Tony Khan and Triple H's mouth themselves. So I start watching with a different eye. I gotta watch it with that eye. I know what they're doing, and I mean that's just what it is. But if you got a thing, do that thing. So I don't know.
Hey,
Grayson
Alex
Waller even
Berto.
did that. He was like, it's crazy.
Yo, we about to get right into that too. Usos. Let's talk Usos a little bit, very little. They've just, I don't
Shout out
know.
to Rikishi. I was with Rikishi this weekend. I didn't realize how big Rikishi was.
Hey, it's a hey.
Yeah.
Rikishi is a lot of man. Cool as hell. Cool as hell now. I was with a lot of legends this weekend. Kerry Von Erich, uh, Jake the Snake, Ted
No, he wasn't with Kerry
DiBiase,
Von Erich. He was with not Kerry Von Erich.
Kevin, one of the K's.
Yeah,
It's Kevin.
yeah. I think about
Yeah,
Kevin.
Kevin.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, Kerry's
Ted
that, bro. You was a
DiBiase,
Kerry?
Jake the Snake, Ron Simmons, Earl
He was
Hebner,
a
Brett Screw, Brett. I had a good time. Yeah, where I was this weekend, but I didn't realize how. Oh, Mankind. Me and him like on a first name basis now. I see him everywhere, but
you
yeah,
and me.
Rikishi's he's a big guy. It's amazing because I used to think football players were huge until like my brother-in-law played in the NFL and I got around. I'm like, yo, these guys kind of, but wrestlers are kind of. It's
No,
deceiving.
it's deceiving. Football players because they have all the padding. You know what I'm saying? When you see a wrestler, you're like, oh yeah, like Shawn Michaels is like the average size, pretty big guy. He was 6'1", 225. Like you see that walking the street, that's a decent sized
And that's what
man.
they said about
He
Billy
was
Gunn. They said Billy Gunn is. I never met Billy Gunn. They said Billy Gunn is huge, but compared to
yes.
everybody else, he
He,
looks small. I thought Rikishi. I didn't think Rikishi was 6 feet tall. He's taller than me, and I'm six
Yeah, he's
two.
tall.
now wrestlers nowadays though, it's funny you were saying this, Archie. Wrestlers, remember I was talking about monsters? Wrestlers nowadays are naturally smaller. They marketed Jacob Fatu as a monster, and he's like 6'3", 2, which is no small thing. But in the 80s, I seen Billy Gunn at the airport one time, and I was like, "Man, you know what I'm saying?" Um, Steve Blackman was he,
Yeah, but they just don't look at next to who they
yeah,
are. I just Mankind's another one. Mankind's a big guy. Like he's a big guy as well. But yeah, but back to the Usos, Jimmy and Jay. Oh,
yeah. Let's
run
get
it
back
back.
to So they declared to go into the tag team division, right? Are we happy or sad for this? It seems like they're gonna finally find a direction. Uh, but do you feel like we wasted our time with Jay Uso? If that's what you're doing,
I think it made Jay look kind of bad. Not only did last week you tuck your tail, take your ball, and go home. You reunited with your brother because like you can't. Maybe the titles do look better on Roman, and then now you're back in the tag, and it's like you you just
Jimmy
gave
mentioned
up.
it tonight too. Jimmy said, "We're down." What did he say? Like something, give or
That's what
take.
I was about
I'm
to get to.
paraphrasing.
That made Jay look weak too. We've been taking L's everywhere. Jay
Yeah,
lost his title. Jay lost the last John Cena's like, damn, you point out all these L's Jay been taking. And he's been in limbo. Only thing I would have liked for them to do tonight is say, welcome to the Uso Penitentiary. That's the Usos I want to see.
well, it's funny, and I didn't mean to laugh like that. This man brought up what every loss this man took, but he didn't bring up the fact he won those things too. You know what I'm saying? Like
I
people
was
say
waiting for
Ric
him to
Flair
mention
just
the Intercontinental run. Maybe they don't want us to remember that.
you're right. I mean, it was all this year.
Look, all I'm gonna say is,
All this
if this doesn't lead to Jay and Jimmy having a failed attempt at the tag titles, and Jay crashes out on Jimmy for because they lost, and he turns heel, I don't care for this.
I would agree with you, Gamaj, because I would like to see a very rockerish, like we've seen them fight before WrestleMania, but this time I want to see it where Jay is like, nah, big bro, we're done.
If
Like,
anything, I think Jay would turn on Jimmy and send Jimmy home so he can go be with his newborn baby.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That
That's
would be a
it.
way to write Jay off. I mean, that would be a way to write Jimmy off.
I like it. I like it.
What's
Give him
up
that
with the
baby
New
feet.
Day? I don't know. I thought
You know,
I
New
thought
Day is
I
just
was
happy.
watching
New Day is just happy to be
B2K
there.
in the ring or something. Like Kofi and Xavier Woods are just spinning their wheels at this point.
Yeah, yeah. And I don't think that you need Big E. I think you guys, WWE don't look at you guys as credible. Not credible, but like they not want to go in your direction for whatever reason. I don't know, but like Kofi's a former world champion.
No, talk about
Austin
failed
Creed is
heel turns. We got to talk about this. This
okay. Let's
just
do it.
is not working. It's not worked at all. It's not worked ever. And maybe I'm wrong, but the New Days as
No, you're
heel,
not, brother.
I don't think it connects to nobody really.
They just aren't okay. I'm gonna be honest. When you're gonna be a heel, you got to look the part or be able to do things. Okay, Dominic is a small guy, but Dominic is such a piece of shit. He's always finding some conniving way to, and it's always smooth. It's always smooth. New Day don't have that, and they can't just you can't just manufacture
But
that. You
even
be giving
before
us
that, HP, the crowd had a connection with Dominic. Even though they were booing him, it was still a connection. It's no connection to the with the New Day.
well, here's the thing. You gave us, I mean, I ain't trying to be funny, but you gave us Bootios. You was like all this, like, yeah, he was shucking and jiving. You guys was kind of like a comedy act, low key, but you had all the things we need. The little technical wrestler with Xavier Woods, the high flyer, super athletic Kofi, and then you had the muscle with Big E, where you lost the muscle. So now you got two small guys running around
And
here.
they could have still done that. They could have came out the pancakes, but they could have been throwing them in people's face. You could have still been the New Day, just a-holes. You know, the most heelish thing Xavier Woods done was his tape with Paige. But, you know,
And I know for me that wouldn't have worked, but they were always cringe to me.
So why you trying to be in our business? I put up they to cash. I just remember those. I mean, flashbacks.
uh-oh, uh-oh. You spitting on me.
But what makes New Day and Dom
Oh
different,
my god!
even as heels from back then, New Day was cringe. Dom was never really cringe when he turned heel. Even when the moment he turned heel, he got cheered.
I thought the New Day was cool back then. It was
Yeah, great.
because
They're
what they
great
were being,
baby faces.
they were just being themselves. And
I
that's
mean,
the
Having
thing.
fun.
for
It
me, they were cool with their matches, but it's no way me personally. I'm gonna support men twerking publicly, throwing pancakes for what? How do I take you serious? That's me
We
personally.
weren't supposed to though.
but
Like
see,
I think when they were baby faces, that's what it was. Like they're good. Oh, it
but
just
when you're
works.
winning, you can do whatever you want. We winning. We one of the most decorated teams of all time. We can do that. I just thought it was cool because that's who they were, and that just goes to if it's not who you are, it won't connect. I just don't think they're bad guys.
No, I agree with you. I just think they should just. I don't know, man. I think I just think there should be one tag team champion for the tag division, male and female, because the females are cooking and the males are just lost in the sauce. Um, the New Day, the Usos will help that division tremendously. However, what tag teams are the War Raiders are still
I was
around?
about to say that help it only, but so much. I forgot Eric and Ivar even wrestled there. AJ Styles and Dragon Lee are a new team. They're not really a
They just threw them
team,
together, and they
right?
and they actually. It's funny going back to something you said about AJ Styles. AJ Styles is having a lot of fun right now because all of a sudden Dragon Lee got the Ray Phoenix treatment. What Ray Phoenix should be is what they just gave that to Dragon Lee. But Dragon Lee has been putting on that shit last week where the springboard drop kick. My man was halfway under the ropes that lands into the AJ the Styles clash. That was a very viral thing, and AJ's just having fun with this.
There's
Yeah.
only one team I would want to see beat AJ Styles and Dragon Lee, and it's the team that wrestles exactly like them, just younger. Fraxium.
You got to do it.
That's a mirror
Gotta
match,
do it.
bro. That would be damn near probably match of the year if they can pull it off.
And to be honest
See,
with you,
I would
but
have said because they're on SmackDown, it's not happening. But Jimmy's on SmackDown, and he's apparently tagging with Jay now to go for the Raw belt. So brand split is dead.
That's brand split been dead, bro. That Netflix deal did that. So I don't know.
yeah, and I think you see that with that because it's like, hey man, like why, whatever. It is what it is. End of the day, Usos are back together. Great. Let's talk about Braun Breaker promo real quick. You know, I don't know. I guess it's getting better, right? I liked it. I thought that whole
He
take.
cut another promo tonight.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
you
Okay.
know what? After I'm done with you, I'll probably get your wife too.
Yeah, he made it real personal, real
All
quick.
right, this don't get corny, Brian. All right, yeah, don't get
I
corny.
don't think he was corny with it. I just think because his energy, and you know what? He was like, I want that old CM Punk. I want that 2011 CM. Do not bring this guy who been going back there taking pictures with all the fans. I want that sober sobriety. But it's crazy because you still end up looking like a crackhead, yo. Bron Breaker is a little like, I'll let him say
He
whatever.
don't need to cut another promo. If that's it, leave it because it's going to get corny. That's the WWE. If do that thing,
I
you
don't know.
do.
No. I don't he didn't do what he did last week though. It wasn't
But
like
that's what I'm
last week. It didn't
saying.
feel like
He don't because we don't know him to talk. If you're gonna talk, because guess what,
he
CM Punk,
talks. He just was ripping off that Steiner, not ripping off.
CM
Not ripping
Punk gonna have a lot to say, and you got to be able
off.
to. You got to be able to do this. You're gonna do this every week. Okay, we can do this every week. But hey, we'll see. I didn't see it. Like
No,
I
but
said,
you know
my
what's funny? Braun's got one thing going for him that fuck it, let's let it go. He's got Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is probably like, hey, bro, keep it within this range. Go there. I like that. You say that. But Joe, live it. Matter of fact, let your voice crack because it's gonna happen anyway. So we need you to get to a point where we need to make that like the thing that you talk about. That could be a thing when Braun gets yeah, and that voice
no,
crack, that
you
easy
don't
to
want you
block
don't want that
captain.
to be the thing.
He got to hit the easy to block captain. You know,
You said Brian Breaker
if
from
your voice,
Pottsville, Pottsville.
I just feel like because Braun's voice when it cracks, you just gotta just go into it and let that be the thing. Where if he gets make HP mad, right? It became beige rage. You know what I'm saying? Like
When
we
I
got
get
to
mad, I
avoid these.
cry. Nobody wants to see me cry cutting a promo.
But with Braun, imagine when his voice cracks, and that's when like, hey man, chill out. You getting too worked, like you getting too worked up. He starts running the ropes like Ric Flair. Like, oh shit, hey, he about to fuck. He about to beat somebody. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why his voice cracks as a 35 to 30,
And if we
28
being
year old
real,
man.
fast forward to the match, CM Punk should not beat Brian Breaker.
Let's go
No,
to that.
no, Braun should win this match. There's no reason why he shouldn't.
January 5th, are you going with CM Punk or Braun?
Brian Breaker.
Braun should
I'm
win
with you,
this
RJ.
match.
Brian should win, but CM Punk is CM Punk. But Brian Breaker should beat CM Punk.
I think Braun Breaker wins, and since the Royal Rumble's at the end of the month, they battle again at the Royal Rumble, and Braun loses. But this
Or
is
they
what
run it
starts to
back
get,
then and that's why he wins. Who knows? But
or that's where he wins. But then you go into WrestleMania season with Braun Breaker as champ. I mean, could that be a thing? And maybe LA Knight wins the Royal Rumble, and we finally get some just due for LA Knight.
Don't do that. You too faithful for that one.
I'm just saying he has a problem with the vision, and they left this man out of War Games.
even bigger question is, what was you doing with Millie Bobby Brown? Gamage.
No comment.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Okay.
well,
AKA 11 from Stranger Things. I
yeah,
saw your
come on, man.
timeline.
No
I
comment,
don't know.
man.
I don't know what
Come on,
Gamage be
fuck
doing,
that.
man. But
Damage.
Come on,
What?
just
What?
he
We gotta
being
slide these.
messy.
We
He
slide these
being
panties to
messy.
the side over here. Kamaj, tell us about your extracurricular activities. Oh shit!
Nothing,
You
man.
can switch it. How'd you do that?
Wait, what?
I
How
told
did
you
you
he was
switch?
hanging with 11 from Stranger Things. He got powers too.
Oh shit! All I
He
see is
said,
Gamaj do something with his fingers real
"Hey,
quick, and
his
next thing you
upside
know,
down is a little different than ours."
Yeah.
facts. What was that? Battery saver mode is on. Oh shit!
Phone dying or whatever's dying. But yeah, I'm gonna have to finish watching Raw, man. Like I said, I just saw Bailey and Lyra on my screen just froze, and then it just I don't know.
Oh yeah, for that it was Lara was fighting Roxanne Perez. She had Liv Morgan at ringside. That after seeing them on the Titantron together, I didn't realize I wanted a duo photo op with two women so bad. Now I need that.
Say that again. I ain't catch it.
Let's watch the playback.
Now I said after seeing Roxanne and Liv on that Titantron together when they did the entrance, I need a duo me and group of both of them, man. Yeah, they look nice
WrestleMania.
together.
Is this going to be the end of the Judgment Day finally? So Roxanne, not Roxanne. I'm sorry. Big Mama Cool, Raquel,
Raquel
Raquel, yeah.
Rodriguez.
basically challenged Stephanie Vicure, and nobody knew that was coming. 'Cause I was like, why? I thought she was going for, but then
I
Liv
think
was
she
like,
should
oh,
have
I didn't
been.
know.
I think she should have been champion already. To be honest, she could have been a
Yeah.
good transitional, have a nice little run
I'm a,
champion.
shoot. I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say a hot take. I think outside of Io, I would have had no issue with her being champion before Stephanie Becerra.
I agree. You
Because
And
need
I
good
saw
heels.
Rhea is teaming back with Damian Priest.
that's for
Yeah, they're trying to do
SmackDown
something with them.
because they're doing a intergender tag match with
Black, Alistair
Mr.
Black, Zelina
Black
Vega.
and Zelina.
Yeah, but it's not like they didn't forget. They forgot about like where's Damian been
Oh, he been
in
stuck.
limbo? In limbo. He's been losing since he lost the World Heavyweight Championship a
I
year
don't
ago.
know, but Damian Priest and Braun Strowman are some snipers. You hear me? They are snipers.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Hey, and so is that guy right here. Uh, but yeah, I thought Raw was. I don't care what I thought Raw was. I just think just get ready for Saturday Night Main Event.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
this feel like the last week of school, man. We ain't doing no homework. We just gotta get to graduation. Like no homework. We don't care what the teacher
uh,
say. Cause
I,
because
I,
I
I,
don't
ju-
see how this card is gonna be set, but I'm very curious.
I just think they know the energy was going to be too low because of Saturday Night Main Event.
nah, I'm
But
with you. It definitely felt that way. Um,
uh,
and
Like I
it's
hate
and again,
those "This is your life" things, but this would have been a perfect time for Dwayne to pop up. Hey John, this is your life. Remember when Mark Henry did this? Remember you and see, and this is how you get to introduce those people to the story. They may not have no physical action, but remember, you know what I'm saying? It's just they could have done something because the fanfare and the like this doesn't feel like a celebration of John Cena at all.
you know,
And that's what it should have
to
been.
say what you said. Remember when Rock did that for Mankind? Look what it did. And Mankind wasn't getting out of the ring and stopping wrestling, but look what it did for Mankind's stock as his character. So imagine doing that for a guy like John Cena as we're going. People wouldn't have cared if this was a lackluster Raw. They'd have said, damn, it would have been a very
But it could have
nostalgic
been
one.
no matches and people would have been fine just seeing and being a part of it. I was there. Like it's just it doesn't feel like a celebration. And John, I think John might be ready to put these jorts in the back of the closet, man.
Not the joy, but yeah. Uh yeah, I'm pretty good with what we saw tonight. I'm assuming SmackDown's gonna be the same, lackluster, but at the same time, I expect more
So is this
John
gonna be
Cena.
like an NXT showcase? I mean, we got Cody and Oba.
Yeah, no, yeah, yes.
no, it's basically what it
Sosa
is.
and Bailey. There's somebody else too.
Oh yeah, I
Solo
think
could
it's
be a
no the tag match. AJ Dragon Lee versus Javon and dude,
Leon.
yes,
the dude from TNA. I can't remember his name right now.
Leon Slater.
Leon Slater.
Yeah,
Yep, yep. So yeah, it
So it
is.
should
It
have
is.
been John Cena versus a NXT talent, and that would have been fire.
and that's
And they
what
all come out in Nexus shirts.
this is what we were saying, and this was the point of the tournament. Somebody knew to get the chance he did, and let's say if it was going to be an NXT champ, then it should have been over.
They should have put Mark Calloway in the tournament.
Man, please, please, hell no.
Oh my god!
Now see,
Y'all
that
want
would
to
have
see
been
Mark?
fire if they took like a NXT talent and you gotta wrestle this up and it's the Miz or it's Zack Ryder or it's Nick Nemeth. Now that would have cooked. Yo, I didn't get my shot at Cena when I was here. I'm gonna get it now. And then they could have been like, yo, I never got a shot. I'm coming, I'm gunning. It's just it was poorly executed. It just could have been better.
So Archie, let me go back to 50 minutes ago. I was talking about what I would like to see since you muffed up this whole tour, and that's Gunther humble John Cena into oblivion, like literally draw blood and everything. John Cena does not give up, and it takes people like maybe even disqualify Gunther because he won't break the hold. John Cena done passed out. Hopefully, we get a Stone Cold moment. Remember WrestleMania 13? The blood is going. John, he's not doing it. He's not
Only
doing it.
thing about that is Stone Cold wrestled for years after that. You don't want that to be the last image of John Cena. That's a terrible ending to the story.
Just, and this is what I
If
was
that
asking Jamon.
happens, then we gonna find out that the max man is Vince McMahon and he curb stomping everybody.
Hey,
Ain't no way for
it's
that to be
Shane
the
O'Mac.
last image. John Cena, I don't think he would even agree with that. But then again, who knows?
Who knows? Because it's funny because Gunther's like, I'm gonna make you tap. It's the guy who never gives up, right? So I feel like John Cena was in the PG era. He didn't get to draw as much blood as the Stone Colds, the Bretts, the
Oh,
Shawns,
you think you're gonna
Taker.
bleed?
Yeah, I think they should do it because then the
Mm.
crowd, it's an emotional connection now. Like, oh no, like oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, 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 no,
Because he
what's
has
going
to
on?
say something after the match. Like you can't get choked out then stand up. Like it's been real, guys. It's like
Oh my
he's
god.
got to be beaten down and like that warrior who's on his shield. Like we seen 300. Remember 300? Like you beat down, but I'm going out on my shield. I don't see John Cena to get choked out, man. That'd be crazy.
Well, you know what I would like? Them having to restart the match or something like, okay, John Cena gets choked out, he's bloody, he's bleeding, he never gives up. And then they try to take him out, they bring in, he's like, this match ain't over. I didn't give up. Remember how Black Panther came back? He was like, and I didn't yield. You know what I'm saying? He's like, something to that effect, maybe. But then I just don't want to see him get Goldberg at the end of the night where they're cutting his speech. Because you still got
I
plenty of
don't think
matches to
I
go through.
again I don't feel Cena's happy with any of this, bro, because it took too many weird turns. John
Yeah.
Cena is a very he's calculated. We've seen him like he don't want you cooking in the kitchen. You think you're gonna mess up his final tour? Like John Cena, I remember Rob Dyrdek said he plans every hour of his day. He plans every moment of his day. I'm sure John Cena is the same way. So I would like to believe he would have wanted every moment of this thing planned to his liking and perfection, and it doesn't feel like that at all.
Yeah. It's sad. I ain't got nothing else to say about it because, you know, but we'll see, man. Maybe we get a nice little surprise, some returns, something to make this really go over well. But
And
it's
my
the
thing
last
is,
stop.
I just hope the match is good. That was my thing from the beginning. Whoever was his final opponent, the match needs to be good because it hasn't been many things. When you think about this farewell tour, You think about the heel turn, which was the. You think about the AJ Styles match, and that's kind of really it.
No, I remember CM Punk and Randy. They were also good too, though.
So,
Yeah, the first three were like
and the
A1.
whole R Truth thing was he fought for truth, but it's like we should be excited, over the moon excited about this, and can't wait to tune in instead of saying we'll be glad when it's over.
Yeah, that's a bad vibe.
You're going
Uh,
outside, John. I'm gonna say it. You're going outside. This ain't the hustle, loyalty, respect Cena. I know, but again, this ain't Vince McMahon's WWE. This is whoever owns TKO's WWE.
yeah, man. Not the Pottsville bars. Yeah, we gotta have those tonight, Vinny. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got, man. If y'all got anything else y'all wanted to talk about,
Oh, now I know I tapped in late. I always extend the conversation, but now I'm gonna go back and rewatch. I have so much to do today that I didn't do anything. And sometimes it's okay to have those moments. Just give yourself some grace. I got a lot going on, but yeah, I'm gonna tap back into that. And yeah, man, Friday, Wednesday, got some things to talk about. Probably fantasy book this thing on Wednesday. See how we would have really done it. But nah, I ain't got too much going on.
yes,
I had a
sir.
3-hour podcast interview last night. That whipped my ass a little bit.
Hey, I got tons of homework. This is the last week of class, December 12th. So I'm in class right now for work. I'm so
Pretzelmania,
sick
what
of
you
school.
got going on, Pretzelmania? I saw you last. You with a drone. You with superstars. I thought I had a great weekend kicking it with Ninja Turtles, but here you go, LL Cool G. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah, I think I'm good for the night. But hey, met Millie Bobby Brown, so that's my highlight for the night.
Not like for the year, Gamage, and half of next year. You know what I'm saying? No, we go. Listen, you were with all of the women participants in the Survivor Series match. You were with Millie Bobby Brown this year. This is talking about this year. You were with Cardi B, who hasn't released an album in 10 years. And where is she? In Brooklyn with Gamage. Like, we gotta have a meeting about Gamage, man. He can't carry this over into 2026. Cause
Mm.
because I'm gonna quote the great Nate Dogg, Snoop Dogg and Corrupt. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have none.
Ain't no fun.
When I
That's
met you last night,
nothing, man.
baby.
Okay, let me ask y'all a
Hey.
question. We ain't gonna go into all this whole priest universe, but I'm gonna ask y'all a question.
Then we're gonna get out of here
Right?
because we'll be on here all night. What's up?
A lot of first time legends, right? A lot of first album legends, right? Um, so if these artists never put out another album again, and all you get is their first album, who is the greatest rapper of these four artists?
Mm.
Is it A, Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style? When I met you last night, baby,
Before
before
you
you
open
opened
up
up your
your
gap.
hey,
Hey, gin and juice,
respect for your baby. Now I
monster album.
take it all back.
Oh, bad.
Yeah. Cause you gave
Hey,
me all your cooking.
hey, we good on that. Snoop might be the automatic winner just off the rip. Snoop's first album is something super crazy, right? But then you always have people who say things like Nas. Nas is like, you know what I'm saying? We get New York State of Mind, we get all that out of there. Where did Archie go? That man dipped out. He said, I will be here all night, and he
God
dipped out,
damn.
right? So you have Snoop, you have Nas, right? Then you gotta go with 50. 50 Cent hits the world with y- all we hear is two quarters drop. Oh, there he is. There he is.
And you even lick my balls. So Snoop Dogg, Doggy Style.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg Doggy Style. Nas Illmatic.
Oof.
As
Okay.
first line, New York State of Mind. We get
Mm-hmm.
that whole
Bunch, bunch.
yeah,
Okay, what
that
else?
was the super classic. 50 Cent. What up, blood? What up?
Okay.
I walk around like I got an S on my chest. No, that's a
Yeah,
semi-auto.
auto.
Like
Wait.
that
Okay, and what's the other album? You said it was four.
four. Or Young Jeezy. Thug Motivation 101.
First, I'm gonna stack my dough. Then I'm gonna stack some more.
I used to hit the kitchen lights, cockroaches everywhere. Now I
Now I
hit
hit
the
the kitchen.
kitchen lights, marble floors everywhere. Call the carpenter, the roof on the coop.
Oh,
I just gotta
okay.
ask these,
Who
you know
would
what I'm
be the
saying?
greatest out of those four?
Out of those four. Because when you say big, people automatically throw big. So I don't want to throw big. But if these four artists
I ain't
drop
talking
just
about nothing bad, boy. This for the rest of the week. I watched the
at
documentary.
all, at all, we're done
Um,
with
Yeah.
did he do it
greatest rapper. Ooh, this.
based off one album, that first album.
Well, numbers wise, you gotta say 50. He did 10 million out
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
gate.
say, are we going by like impact, like lyrically, like how are we going by?
I mean, that's your decision. If
Lyrically,
you had the
you
crown,
gotta go Nas. You gotta go
That's what I
Nas.
would have said. Yeah.
ah,
Impact 50. Snoop's a legacy act though. That's
Snoop
longevity.
Snoop becomes that because of what his first album did.
And Jeezy changed a lot in hip hop
He'll
with
put a
that
lot of
sound.
little
Yeah, and Jeezy's elevation has been crazy. That's a tough question, and we're not gonna get the answer tonight. We're gonna be on here all night. That's not gonna happen tonight.
yes
Yeah, I
sir,
guess we
yes
gotta
sir.
see what the rules are, but that's a great question.
Oh, okay. I got one more because I'm working on the short right now, and the short should be out tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you tap into the Hall Cruise universe. Uh, best vampire movie: Bram Stoker's Dracula,
That's classic.
Interview with the Vampire,
That's a classic.
Blade, Vampire in Brooklyn, or Sinners.
I never saw Sinners. I don't think I will be seeing Sinners.
How about? Do I got to give you my HBO Max?
Uh
You
oh.
know me. No,
Oh.
I'm
No,
good.
no, no, brother, no. God damn it, RJ. I wasn't trying to do this tonight.
You don't have to.
You ain't seen Sinners, brother.
You don't have to. You don't have to do this, HB.
No, you have to do this.
I feel like
You
I'm in
ain't
an
seen Sinners.
interrogation room. Hey, I need a two piece. So I'm talking in the first 48. I started to watch it and then I stopped. I have a thing about long movies. My attention span is not that, bro. I only watched Black Panther 2 because I had the flu and I broke it up over 3 days. So and then I don't like when things get so much praise and hype. I like when that to die down. Then I can have my own thought about what I'm watching. I've never listened to a Kendrick Lamar album. So
What are we? Demise. Get your boy.
There's a reason why
You
I'm quiet. I'm semi pissed off.
you out here ducking Ryan Coogler fades. You're not listening to Kendrick Lamar.
and I'm supposed to
What's
be in that
going
movie, you know. I would have been running around doing whatever they was doing in the movie. I don't know what I would have been doing because I didn't see the movie.
Somebody put their HBO Max in the chat so we can
no,
get Archie.
I cut it on my TV the other day. I just didn't get through the first like 20 minutes of it. It's something about Michael B. Jordan. If we being honest,
Uh,
I
uh, uh,
I just
uh,
don't. I don't know. I can't connect with his acting because I didn't. I liked him as Killmonger, but I didn't like any of the Black Panthers. So
What do you mean you didn't like the Black Panthers? But what? Black
don't you
Panther
got
was
don't you got homework to do?
exceptional.
Don't you got homework to
I
do?
did, but I'm not doing it. Hey, we done. We done. I'm about to watch Sinners tonight, just off the strength of you with the red lights on. We
I don't know. I don't know. Now I do think what they did is hard to do. One person playing two roles is phenomenal from a cinematic standpoint. It's just
Vinny, you see this shit? This
I
man didn't like Black Panther.
wait, you didn't like the first one or the second one?
Yeah. We need some
I
clarification,
didn't
good
really
brother.
the first one I didn't like the ending. I didn't like how T'Challa supposed to be the most swaggiest, smartest man in the world. That didn't come off like that. And I didn't like
Okay.
how the most advanced country in the world could nobody fly the airplane.
I like where you going with
I
that,
ain't
good
like
brother.
that.
I
Part
like that.
two, any movie that's gonna kill Angela Bassett, I ain't rocking with. But also, the antagonist was a man of Hispanic descent who had to stay wet to survive. I didn't like that. I didn't like that.
Look, this is where I'm gonna side with Archie. I didn't hate Black Panther 2, but I wasn't crazy about it either.
And,
Black
and
Panther
and it's a
1 to
lot
me,
they cut out of too because his sister had a lot of love scenes and interest with and then that was supposed to be Damian Priest.
Hey y'all, I hate to tell y'all this. I think HR is calling. I think we gotta get up out of here.
Archie is making the stock plummet.
Hey, we might have gotten in trouble, y'all. Uh Hit the notification bell.
HR calling is crazy.
when
That
it's,
ain't a Pottsville number, is it? The area code Pottsville? We'll see y'all Wednesday, man. Hope this week is good to you, good for you. After our podcast, we out, man.
uh,